Well, to Greece now, where polls have closed in the country's snap election, which is widely expected to see the current Prime Minister, Alexis Tsipras, voted out of office. And an exit poll out in just the past few minutes has the Conservative opposition leader, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, as the winner. Well, let's speak to Lamprini Rori. She is a lecturer in politics at the University of Exeter. She joins me now from Athens. Thanks very much for your time this evening. The exit poll there showing that it's a bit of a difficult day and evening for Syriza, I should say, Alexis Tsipras's party, who swept to power just 4 years ago. So what's gone wrong for him?
Good afternoon, and thank you for this invitation. Actually, I think that what happened is that since the last parliamentary election, September 2015, which also was a snap election, Syriza has the government, the coalition government, Syriza and independent Greeks, they have implemented the third bailout agreement. So despite what was promised initially, they have implemented austerity and reforms that were not the kind of policies that have been promised initially. So even though the economy now goes better and the country is back to growth, even if it's not strong enough, and the general evaluations for the economy are positive, I think that the electorate punishes Tsipras and Syriza for what was promised before 2015 and was not delivered. So when we had elections in September 2015, it was too early for the electorate to digest what happened in this dense summer of political events, which was the summer of 2015. We had a referendum and a capitulation of Syriza overnight, when bailouts and austerity were accepted during the negotiations with the European partners. So I think that now what we are experiencing is that people punish Tsipras and the government for the discrepancy between what was promised and what was delivered after all.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's the sixth election since the financial crisis in Greece, and it was the centre-right that were widely held responsible for getting the country into the mess that it's faced, and yet being rewarded today.
Yes, actually, what's interesting is that before the crisis, the two mainstream parties have been New Democracy and PASOK. PASOK was has almost vanished. It has a very, very small percentage because it was mainly punished for the crisis and for austerity. But New Democracy, even though it was punished back in 2015, it has managed in a way to reinvent itself, mainly by the election of Kyriakos Mitsotakis through the primaries, the open primaries back in 2016. So in a way, the party has managed to come back, even though it was one of the traditional mainstream parties that have been, let's say, in power from 1974 until the crisis. So maybe there is some news here that political trust is also coming back, and that the people no longer believe that it's only through populist and extremist parties that change can be implemented.
OK, Lamprini Rori, really good to get your thoughts. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you. Bye.